Alright, so this is a little weird to explain because now we're using multi time frames to figure out things. So here on the monthly, we have our first bull call on the monthly would have been right here. Moving forward, we've had a second cross that came down, or turnover, if you will, right there. For then the next monthly, let's just mark this. And the next monthly would be here. The next monthly would be where the line will pop in place. We're gonna mark these white. So what we're trying to do is figure out what's gonna happen in the next 2 weeks using the waves. If we go now, we're gonna move down to the 2 week. And now we're gonna try and learn a little bit of pattern recognition within the indicator itself, as well. So in the current move, this would be extension, right? So right now, Bitcoin is experiencing an extension into bullish territory, which could push the prices higher, or because of this happening, we could experience a bullish or a bearish flipping for a short moment of time. And this is what usually happens on this pattern. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start trying to fucking catalog all the different patterns that are in this indicator itself. I mean, we have a few right here, but because of this coming down, and this extension, and the monthly pattern being bullish, because if we go back to the monthly, and we mark this as green wave down, let's paint that green. Okay. Now we're gonna move to the 1 week. We still have that bullish momentum coming down. Now the question is, when will the bearish divergence come in? And we can see that despite all this bearish divergence, we have an M pattern within this. So here's a M pattern, which means we had a kind of a double bottom right here. And then now we also have, again, further push up by the bullish momentum found right here. So it's kind of repeating that pattern. We may see a turnover, let's say May 23rd, or this could continue much longer into the end of May. So we could see an extension going this direction, because we have a double bottom here as well, or an M pattern found. And then we also had, so we have 2 M patterns and further prices coming up, basically. So that would indicate to me that we could definitely push prices even higher for a lot longer, well into this time frame right here, into the next monthly or the next 2 weeks. But more than likely, because of all this bullish extension and the bearish scenario being pushed down so much, we might see, before we reach this area, is when we'll see that turnover into that range. So that's a little bit complicated. We'll try to dive a little bit deeper, and we'll move from the monthly into the 1 hour to simplify things a little bit more. Alright, so here we're looking on the 1 hour. Currently, let me get my drawing tool out. Alright, so basically Bitcoin has a double M pattern right there. God damn these tabs. It's sloppy. Hang on, I'm not happy with that. Okay. So here we have an M pattern right here. So we have basically a sell-off. And this is what we're trying to do with the smaller time frames, is figure out, since we're at a 1 hour sell-off, we're trying to figure out now, when are we going to get that crossover to reverse the 1 hour sell-off? And then on the 30-minute, not looking. We got an extension right here. So there's a bunch of different patterns. So we have a red line down and then an extension bearish. So it doesn't look like it's going to do it anytime soon. Now if we move to the... Get the fuck off the screen. Come on. Yeah, see, now we're getting a bullish crossover on the 5-minute. And then if we go back to the 1 hour, right, here's the move overall. So let's get some lines on here, just wherever price seems like it might want to hold out at, you know. Let's get some lines. They help you think. Right here, this would great, y'all. And right here, let's just say that this would be like head in the sand, so we want to hold above that, right there. Put the line on there. There you go. All right, so we want to hold there. All right, let's go back to the 5-minute. See what's going on there. I don't know. My lines don't want to pop up yet for some reason. So we have the green wave. I'm gonna have to say, just because the chart is kind of doing something like this overall on the 5-minute, and you can see that on the higher time frames. It's kind of rounding, so we're gonna actually see it come back down and test support somewhere right here, or we could form support just above right now. And that would probably line up with maybe let's look at the day. There's my what the fuck? Yeah, so 3 day. Yeah, Bitcoin's just gonna fly the fuck up. It's gonna find support right here. And let's go back to the 1 hour. Come on. Alright, so probably what's gonna happen, because we have a double bottom, and that was one try 2 right there. More than likely we're actually gonna find support at this level or just right above 30,100, and then we'll continue up. We're gonna continue in an upwards trend because the higher time frames are all bullish on that. Like if we go to the week, but short term, a little bit might experience a sell off on the 1 hour, but I don't see that lasting very long because bullish extension on the weekly. On the 2 week, on the monthly, on the 3 month, it's just coming down on the 3 month. So historically, every 3 month call has been fucking phenomenal for Bitcoin on this indicator. So we're looking at, massive fucking price rises here soon if that 3 month wave completes correctly. So yeah, that's basically how you use the time frames. Merry Christmas.